it's important that you create a system congruent to the optimum market condition and your trading lifestyle. So for us retail traders here using FXCM, what would be the holy grail trading system? What time frame? 5 minutes? No, yeah, technically speaking, if you were an alien or a robot and you're looking, let's say you're Google's DeepMind and you're looking at this trading malarkey and you're being programmed to rinse the shit out of this, the holy grail trading system surely would be on the 1 minute chart, or even better, the tick chart, and then to place as many frickin' trades as you can, yeah? Or have a positively skewed system on the tick chart and place as many trades as FXCM will allow you to on a daily basis, right? That's the holy grail trading system. That is something none of us can ever achieve, right? And this is why there's a thing called HFTs, high frequency trading firms, because they are getting as close to the holy grail as possible. So this is how, who's read Flash Boys? One person. We need to put this as book of the month at some point. So this is how crazy, what is this? Oh, it's a heater. I keep kicking it. So the high frequency trading firms, they place hundreds of thousands of trades per day, which is just nuts. They've got all sorts of algorithms. So there's a really cool video of this quant, this HFT trader, basically sat there in front of a massive bank of screens, and he was waiting for this news announcement. So with stocks, there's a thing called an RNS, where it's like a news service feed. So when a company releases its annual reports or any form of financial stats, whatever, they put it out on the RNS. And this guy was saying, oh yeah, in like 90 seconds time, this company that he's targeting is going to release their stats. My system is going to read that report within a couple of microseconds, or is it nano? It's probably microseconds. It's quite an old video. They're operating the nanoseconds now. Back then, when I watched this video, it was in the microseconds. So within a couple of microseconds, his computer would have worked out, is this a good or a bad report? If it was a good report, it would have then flooded like tens of thousands of buy orders, like that. So within microseconds of this being released, tens of thousands of trades. And they're basically just, and so when the average Joe, us, reads a report, go, oh yeah, this stock's doing well. What's going to happen? We buy, and they're going to be taking profit because they're scalping as well. They're not buy and hold, these HFTs. They're buying, selling, like that. And it got to the point where all of these banks are putting billions into high-frequency trading robots, etc., that it became a case of, shit, whoever had the fastest connection speed won. So here, let's say here's the London Stock Exchange. Well, what happened originally was that they were buying buildings that were as close to the freaking exchange as possible. Like, here is the road, let's say. They're like, okay, well, what is the nearest building to the exchange? Okay, that building. I don't care if it's Marks and Sparks. We'll just buy it and destroy it or whatever. Or we'll just be on the loft. Or no, in the basement, because the wires are underground, so they wanted to be in the basement. That's how crazy they were. And then, so all of a sudden, if you look at any major London city district or whatever, or around the stock market, they're nearly all owned by banks now. Then it got stupid, so the powers that be, or whatever country, are like, well, this is getting out of hand now. How about you stop doing this because we're going to allow you into the building? So they created a floor. In most stock exchanges, there'll be a server floor of some sort. So they'll put them on, so they'll put them all in the same floor. And then it got even pettier, because let's say the wire that entered the room was here. Everyone started outbidding each other for that first desk. And so there'll be like shitty tiny bank over here, Goldman here, JP Morgan here, and they'd all be fighting for proximity to the outlet of that wall where the wire came in, because by the time the signal hit this, went all the way over here, this computer would have got it, would have got the feed. They could have got the trades in front of these people. So what they then had to do is start putting blockers or like delayed blockers in, so every computer got the same data exactly the same point. It's nuts. To the point they basically, last thing on Flashball is they tried to create a fiber optic cable from New York to Chicago, right? But there's a big freaking mountain in the way. They didn't want to go around it. They were like, no, if we go around it, it's going to add another 0.3 microseconds or something, so we're going to have to go through it. They literally just, they're like, what is the straight line like a laser would go? We're going to build that. And it went through intersections, roads, houses, like everything. They're like, I don't care. An extra $10 billion? Fine. And now they're using microwaves, as in massive microwave dishes, and they're freaking beaming it. So there's no, yeah. And there's all sorts of other stuff. So going back to, it starts raining here. Coming back to us, what is the Holy Grail trading system for us? And the thing is, you can have two systems. One is, let's say, you know, a 1 hour outcome, 1 hour expectancy, and the system on the lower time frame will actually produce more money, which is the annoying thing, right? But what I want you to do, I guess the point of this slide here is don't be tempted into jumping down into the tick chart or the 1 minute chart or the 5 minute chart. And I'm going to massively contradict myself in about 10 minutes. So yeah, and also you need to do it that's congruent to your trading lifestyle. Most of us here have a job of some sort. No, in fact, most of us have two jobs, family and then whatever your work is. That takes up 99% of your life. FK is struggling there. Bloody family. No, no. So it's an absolute waste of your time trying to create a 5 minute trading system. So that's why we tend to stick to the 4 hour, 1 hour, daily charts, etc.